I played guitar. I used to be into skateboarding in the '90s, and a lot of the songs that a lot of the bands actually I came to like, I learned about through skate videos. And one of them was Dinosaur Jr. There's this video part from 1996 I'll put a link to with Donnie Barley. He was like one of the cooler skaters on Toy Machine. He was in this East Coast video called Underachievers, and they used a song called On the Brink, which came out in '94. And it was a song I always really liked and had no. It was before I played guitar. And anyway, there's a really good tab I found online, and I'll show how to play it. And it's kind of tricky, so here it goes. And it goes back into it. So I just played the whole first loop, and then there's a final section. So what you do is you put a capo on the 3rd fret, and then you put your middle finger here into a G chord. I'm muting this string right here. So this is a G chord with this added D note. It's actually a G5 when you play it like this. And make sure you look at the tab because it's pretty accurate. It's really a good tab for the song. So what you do is you're gonna hit here on the bottom string, and then strum the top. Then you switch to a D chord. Keep your ring finger down and just go to D. So D is 0, 2, 3, 2. So it's. And then the tricky part is all these pull-offs and hammer-ons. So what you do is for the first one, you put your pinky on the 3rd fret, and this is relative to the capo. So it's. Then you're going to do a pull-off from here to here. Notice my pick's coming this way, and then I'm going to pluck this note. And then you're going to do a hammer on, and then 0, 0. So we do it really slow a few times. Three, 2, 3. 0, 3, hammer on, 0, 0. And notice I do all up picks. I find it's a little easier. Actually, yeah, I do all up picks. I find it's easier for me to go faster that way. I like lay my pick down. When I was first learning the song, I thought maybe he was going, maybe he is. Like up here more, like this kind. You can try that if you can't get the speed. I found I go faster like this, actually. So that's the first one, so it's a little riff on the D chord. So you go G, D, and I'll just play it fast for a little while. And that's about how fast he's going. And he's playing on electric guitar with some distortion, which would make it a little easier on your fingers. My fingers are definitely getting messed up from doing the song a lot lately. And then the next one, you go to C chord, and 1 D sus2.
So I put my thumb here to make sure I don't hit this string. C is 3, 2, 0, 1, 0. So then you go. I hit the bass note, then strum, and I go to D sus2, which is a D chord. Just lift your middle finger off. So, and then this one is a little easier, I think. You go 0, 3, 0, then 2, 4. Wait, I gotta play it faster than that. Okay, so then you go on the after the D sus2, 0, 3, 0. And then keeping this finger here the whole time, 2, 4. And then you pull off. You're going 2, 4, pull off to 0, and then 0 right away. That's a pretty common trick. Kind of makes things sound like they're going faster. Pull off and you hit the same note right after it. So it's. But notice I keep this finger here. I found that's also a way to go a little faster. And then when you don't, if you want to try to start to sing the song, which I've been trying to work on, it's pretty hard, kind of tricky. Having some anchor fingers is helpful instead of having to like move around like that. So the whole thing is. I'll just play it fast a few times, and I'll explain the next part, and then the final part. And then the next part, if you hear any noises, that's my dogs. Alright, the next part is a C chord with G on top. And I put my thumb here to mute, and just a C chord, 3, 2, 0, 1. But instead of 0 on top, you add this G. And that's still just a different voicing of a C chord. And this one you're going to be like. So let me think if I can figure out how to explain this. It's just kind of like. Wait. I go like strum, down, up, down, up. So. And I don't actually know if this is exactly right, so I would take this with a grain of salt. If anyone needs extra help on the strum pattern, I could make like a separate video. But it's going to be like down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. I think I'm maybe doing too many mutes. I don't know exactly, but it's basically down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Then you go to a D chord. You do kind of the same thing. And then you go slide up to the 10th fret. The tab says 7 because it's relative to the capo, but I find it's easier just to spot it because it's 2 down from 12. You go, I do it with my middle finger, you'll see why in a second. So I'm going 10, then the 8th fret, and then the 2nd fret, or you can think of it as 7, 5, relative to there, and 2. I just kind of spot it by looking at the dots on top. Like I look for this spot and in between. See in between the two dots, so 2 down from this, and then in between, and then there. So I do it with my middle finger because I want to get back in this D shape. I actually sometimes just move the D shape around because then real quick you need to go. And this is a common thing to do. It's D sus4. It's just sussing the top, like, and you can do it with a pull off. So this pinky pulls off to this finger. And again, I'm doing all up picks. So it's like. Then the second time you go. And you pick like the top of a D or just keep strumming it. And then you'll hear a. And that's a D sus2, just slowly picking down. And then you do the same hammer-on thing as the second part. The second little trill thing, like a little fill. So it's like, and then you repeat the thing from earlier. 0 3 0 2 4. Pull off, open. So the whole thing goes. And then the second time. And then you go back to. So that's the main part of the song. That was my little dog, one of our little dogs. Then at the end, there's another part, which I'll find real quick. So I'm at 135. So really the song has like 2 parts. It has the part I just did, and then halfway through, like almost halfway, it switches to this last part that sounds more like a jam band and stuff. So let me play along to this, and then you really just do this till the end. You definitely need an electric guitar if you're gonna try to learn the solo, which this is the only guitar I have right now. All right. Here's the next part. Then you just keep doing that, and then you'll hear it get quieter. You just do the same thing with the palm mute. And the last, like when it quiets down, I don't play this top note. But what I'm doing, I'm doing E minor with the F sharp on top. So it's 0, 2, 2, 0, 0, and then 2. And really I hear them more like. So you don't need your pinky up there right away. It sort of comes in after. So. And then I go to C, and then you add G on top. Then you go to A minor. And I also keep my thumb here to make sure I don't hit that on the C and the A minor. Then the next chord is a D chord, but it's actually like you play it like this because we're adding A in the top. This note's not actually A, but I'm just thinking relative to a D chord because we have a capo. So technically this is not an A, but normally down here it would be. And then you go, at the last second, you do a few strums on D sus4. E minor with the 2nd fret, C with the 3rd fret, A minor, D with the 5th fret, and it's really pretty fast. So it's like, and then it goes into palm mute. I just kind of play like the bottom, like here. I just play like notes, even that, just like a power chord. So this song's really fun to play. I've been working on trying to figure out how to sing and play at the same time. It makes it way harder. And Dinosaur Jr. is a really cool band. If you've never heard them, it's worth checking out. And there's some pretty interesting, I think there's some like Vice interviews with the lead singer of Dinosaur Jr. and stuff like that. So they're still around. And that's it. If anyone has any questions, let me know. Bye.